Hello children, welcome back to the class. So today we shall discuss a few more questions and let us discuss the answers. Okay. So what is gestation period? What is gestation period? So the time period required for the growth of complete growth and development of the fetus in the uterus of the mother is called a gestation period. So the complete growth and the development of the fetus in the uterus of the mother is called a gestation period. So the gestation period varies from one animal to another animal. In human beings, it is about 9 months or 280 days. This gestation period. So explain human male reproductive system. So man is a unisexual organism. It means either it contains human being either contains male reproductive organs or female reproductive organs. So male reproductive organs. What are the male reproductive organs? So a pair of testes are present in sac-like structures which are called as scrotal sacs or scrotum. Scrotal sacs are they contain testes. So their testis function is to produce sperms and also it secretes a hormone which is called as testosterone. And so where actually the sperms are produced. So in the testes there are very small tubules are present which are called as seminiferous tubules. So in the seminiferous tubules so many sperm mother cells are present. These sperm mother cells undergo meiosis or reduction division and they produce haploid sperms. So sperms are produced in a large number. So the sperms are collected by that which is called as vasa efferentia. So from the vasa efferentia, the sperms pass through a convoluted duct which is called as epididymis. So in the epididymis, the sperms are stored temporarily and then they are collected by vas deferens. And so vas deferens, so from testis, seminiferous tubules, vasa efferentia, and this is vas deferens. From this vas deferens, this enter into urethra, enter into penis, and through urethra along with the urine. So here urinary bladder along with the urine, the sperms are sent out of the body. So that is the production of sperms. And here to the male reproductive system to a pair of glands, that is one prostate gland and two seminal vesicles are associated. So the secretions of prostate gland and the seminal vesicles is called as semen. Semen nourishes that means it supplies nutrients to the sperms and it provides a medium for the mobility of the sperm. That is the function of this prostate gland and seminal vesicle. So this is about the male reproductive system. A pair of testes present in scrotal sacs. In the testes, small tubules which are called as seminiferous tubules are present in which haploid sperms are produced. These haploid sperms enter a duct which is called as vasa efferentia. From the vasa efferentia, they enter into a convoluted duct which is called as epididymis, where they are stored temporarily, and then they pass through vas deferens and enter into urethra and in the penis, and they are sent out of the body. And here two glands, prostate gland and the seminal vesicles, and one more gland, corpus gland, is also present, and they produce semen, so which provides nutrients to the sperm and medium for the sperm to swim. So this is about the male reproductive system. And again, explain female reproductive system. So in the abdominal cavity, a pair of ovaries are present. A pair of ovaries are present. In the ovaries, small sac-like structures are present. They are called as Graafian follicles or ovarian follicles. In each follicle, only one ovum is produced. So one ovum is released into so when the ovum matures, the follicle ruptures and releases the ovum into the body cavity, and then it enters into a tube which is called as a fallopian tube, or it is also called as a oviduct. And in the fallopian tube, fertilization takes place. In human beings, fertilization is internal, inside the body of the female organism, where in the fallopian tube. So from the fallopian tube, in the fallopian tube, fertilization takes place and a zygote is formed. Zygote undergoes number of mitotic cell divisions, and then it enters, slowly moves into the uterus. So when fertilization takes place, what happens? So till then the uterus is a thin walled structure, but when after fertilization, and it has very poor supply of blood. When fertilization takes place, lot of changes will take place in the uterus, or that means the walls of the uterus become thick, and the uterus walls are supplied richly with blood vessels. So that is the, so here the in female reproductive system, the number of ova are very minimum. That means one ovary releases one ovum at a time, and next second ovary releases another ovum second time. That means the production of ovum alternates between these two ovaries. So that is called formation, and discharge of ovum into the body cavity is called as ovulation. Formation and development of ovum is called ovulation. So this is sac-like structure which is called as uterus, and uterus continues as a cervix, and cervix continues as a tube-like structure which is called as a vagina. So this is a female reproductive system. Okay, so that is a male reproductive system and a female reproductive system. So here I told you already. So estrogen is responsible. Ovary secretes two hormones, estrogen and progesterone. Estrogen mainly helps in the development of secondary sexual characters in females, like growth of hair and widening of pelvis, and growth of mammary glands, etc. And again, progesterone helps mainly during the time of pregnancy in the process of implantation. Implantation means the growing, the developing embryo moves towards the uterus, and it establishes connection with the inner wall of the uterus of the mother with finger-like projections, villi, and it receives nutrients from the mother. So that process is called implantation, and these finger-like projections through which it establishes connection is called placenta. So in this way, the female reproductive system is present in female bodies, female reproductive system. Okay, that is one thing. And how reproductive health can be maintained. So first thing, reproductive health, that means the restricted age for marriage. That is, it is according to government, the restricted age for marriage is 29 years for male and 18 years for female. Why? Because if the child marriages take place, their physical and mental maturity will not be there, and they will not be sufficiently financially supported condition. And so that is why it is very important for them to develop physically and mentally as well, and also they should have certain awareness about reproduction and begetting the family. So that is very important. So that is why minimum age for marriage is 21 years for male and 18 years for female. And the next thing, so when the person, he should have some awareness about the future, and he should have some certain goal in his life, and then only he should get married, and then he should lead a disciplined life. He should not go astray, and so the reproductive health has to be maintained. That means he should not indulge himself in unsafe sexual activities. And suppose if he indulges in unsafe sexual activities, he may come across with so many sexually linked diseases. So that is bacterial infection, viral infection, etc. So that is why it is very important to maintain reproductive health. Okay, so that is very important. Age for marriage is one thing, and the next thing is, that means he must be able to face the formation of getting children, and he should be able to support his family financially, mentally, physically, etc. So that is why reproductive health has to be taken it has to be considered very important. That is reproductive health. And what are contraceptive methods? What are contraceptive methods? Contraceptive methods means first thing that means to control birth control. How birth control can be done? It can be done by two methods. One is termination of pregnancy, which is called as abortion, which is very harmful to the health of the mother. And the second one is prevention of pregnancy, that is called as contraceptive methods. So contraceptive methods, what are they? Different things. There are different ways the birth control can be done. And that is how means by taking hormonal pills, which will prevent the production and development of ova, insertion of certain intrauterine devices like copper T loop, etc., and spermicides, that means which will kill sperms and which will stop ovulation. So all these things are to be followed. And again, one more, the surgical methods. Surgical methods means in the case of males, vas deferens is blocked so that the sperms cannot pass through. That is one thing. And in the case of that is called as a vasectomy. And in the case of females, the fallopian tube is blocked. So when the fallopian tube is blocked, fertilization will not take place, and we can stop the process of fertilization. So in this way, that means by controlling the birth rate, by preventing pregnancy, reproductive health can be maintained. Okay, and all these contraceptive methods are there, which will help in maintaining good health. And contraceptive methods, I have already told you, prevention of pregnancy by proper ways. That is, these are all contraceptive methods. Okay. Next thing, so gestation period, human male reproductive system, female reproductive system, and what is the importance of maintaining reproductive health, and what are the contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods I have already told you. That means by taking pills, hormonal pills, which prevent ovulation or formation of sperms, and insertion of intrauterine devices like copper T loop, etc., and also surgical methods, blocking vasectomy or blocking vas deferens, which is called as vasectomy, blocking fallopian tube, which is called as tubectomy. So these are the methods of contraceptive methods. And what happens when egg is not fertilized? So when egg gets fertilized in the fallopian tube, it will grow and develop into embryo, and it will get settled in the uterus of the mother. Suppose when egg is not fertilized, what happens? So the unfertilized egg, along with the mucous membrane and inner wall of the uterus of the mother, is sent out of the body along with some amount of blood. So that is, so when fertilization takes place, lot of changes will take place in the uterus. When fertilization does not occur, so the unfertilized ovum is sent out of the body with the inner wall of the uterus of the mother along with some amount of blood. So that is, so in the form of a cycle. That means for every 28 days one ovum is produced, the unfertilized ovum is sent out of the body. So which is called as a menstrual cycle. Okay. Next, what is a female foeticide? Female foeticide means, so that means nowadays recently, due to advancement in the medical field, we are able to find out the growing fetus is male or female. So that is why what happens, most of the people who do not want a female child, so they abort the female fetus in the uterus of the mother. That means they kill the female fetus in the uterus of the mother, which should not be done. So in the nature, it is already decided that there is formation of male and female in 1:1 ratio. But when female foeticide is done, the ratio, the equal formation of male and female organisms will get disturbed, and imbalance in the male and female will take place. So that is why female foeticide, it should not be done. It should be stopped. Okay, and what are sexually transmitted diseases? That means when a person indulges himself in unsafe sexual activities, he is definitely come across with certain diseases, bacterial infections like syphilis, gonorrhea, etc. And viral infections like AIDS, warts, etc. So, which are caused due to virus, and these are caused by bacteria. So, that is why it is very important to control. That means we should not indulge himself in unsafe sexual activities. That is very important. So these are the main questions that come across in the reproductive system. And so gestation period, human male reproductive system, female reproductive system, how reproductive health can be maintained, and what are contraceptive methods. That means how birth control can be done, and what happens if egg is not fertilized, and what is the female feticide, killing the female fetus in the uterus of the mother. So when they identify the fetus is female, they'll kill the fetus. That is called a female feticide, which should not be done. It is illegal to do it. And what are sexually transmitted diseases? That means when a person indulges in unsafe sexual activities, he is coming across with bacterial infections like syphilis, gonorrhea, etc., and viral infections like AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, warts, etc. So these are the common diseases that occur. So these are the important questions which we have discussed. You please try to understand, and let me know if you have any doubts. Okay, thank you.